Hello, everybody. Brian Tulsa here, and I am coming from you not out of doors this time, but in of doors because it's much warmer in here. And I'm wearing my glasses so that I can see you as you see me. Actually, I'm just seeing me. I can't see you. I'm just looking at my screen here. But pretend for a moment that I can see you and I'm talking to you directly. So, yeah, I'm in a much warmer place than I was yesterday. I decided not to do this outside, and I would like to talk about a couple important things. Really, one very important thing related to content creation, since I've talked about reviving the old channel, looking at some possibilities of how to do that and what to do with it. And what I'd like to talk about is algorithms. Algorithms, I hate them. I have been on YouTube since pretty early on. Not at the very beginning of the website, but pretty early with the Grindstone Journal channel, and then later this channel, and then Byron Tulsa, and then Hooded Cobra Commander 788. So I've been around for a while. What YouTube is now is not what it was back then. In the early days of YouTube, a subscriber count meant something. Subscribing to a channel was the primary way that you would find that channel's content. They eventually had categories, and if your content was in a given category, it could show up on a list on the main page. But growth was more organic, and there was no algorithm to please in order to get anyone to see your content. Things are very different now. Subscribers mean something because they're people. They're really important to me, especially. But for the website, YouTube, a lot of people find content through the recommended feed rather than their subscription feed. And that is, well, it's been that way for a few years. It's not new. But what that means is to get content in front of eyeballs, the algorithm chooses what you see rather than you choosing what you see. And that is something that I've never liked. I don't make content for algorithms. I make content for people. And YouTube has created a system where if you're not massaging the algorithm, the people don't see what you do. And that is, you can see that in the way some content creators go about their business with clickbait thumbnails, with sensationalist video titles, all these ways of just finding some way to get you to click, even if it's deceptive, so that the algorithm will believe that this is something that needs to be recommended to a broader audience. And I've just never been able to operate that way. But it is a dilemma, because I do want to connect with people. I do want my content to be seen by like-minded people. And if I don't give the algorithm something, then people don't get to see what I do. So again, you could look at this as advice if you decide to create content on YouTube. How much of what you do is going to be for the algorithm, and how much how much is for the actual audience? How much is for people? It's a balance, and it's a balance that is not easy to strike because the algorithm changes. At one point, the algorithm prefers shorter videos. Later, the algorithm prefers long form videos. Um, it's a moving target, but I can't make videos for algorithms. So what will I give the algorithm? What will I feed the algorithm in order for my videos to reach people? Well, I not a lot, which is one of the reasons why growth for me is limited. I will give the algorithm a little bit, but not as much as it wants. I cannot do clickbait thumbnails. I hate those, and when I see them on YouTube, I don't click on them. If I don't have an idea of what I'm about to watch, I'm not going to watch it. And in fact, I have blocked or unfollowed channels that habitually use clickbait thumbnails and titles in order to, get those early clicks when they upload, because the response that you get early, like shortly after the video uploads, the algorithm pays attention to that, to the engagements, to the early views, and that is one of the things that leads to videos being recommended. So it's like a snowball effect. You get early views quick, and then you get more views as the algorithm discovers that people want to see this. But one way to get early views quick is to use thumbnails that promise something sensational, but you don't know exactly what the sensational thing is until you click on the video. I can't do that. I won't do that. I don't like it when other people do that, and that is not something that I'm going to do to please the algorithm. I will try to make attractive thumbnails, which I'm not doing with this channel. I will try to make interesting videos. I will try to make videos that are of a length that people want to watch. I will try to make videos on topics that people think are interesting. But another way people attract those early views, those early clicks, is to jump on a topic that's popular or in the news, or about a celebrity that's either won an award or passed away or is in a brand new movie, because people will be searching for that, and you want your video to pop up in people's searches as they're searching really for something else, but they find you and believe that what you are doing is part of what they're searching for. And that's another thing. I don't really follow trends. If by chance something that I am doing or talking about is a hot topic, then fine. But I can't tailor my content around whatever is popular or hot at the time. That is just contrary to my personality. I don't do that in my regular life, and I don't think I could do that in my YouTube content. So what will I sacrifice to the algorithm? How will I feed the algorithm? How will I please the algorithm in some way so that at least some people see what I'm posting, and maybe some of the people who see what I'm posting actually are kindred spirits and will follow? Well, yes, I will make videos hopefully on topics that are interesting to you. At least they're interesting to me, but I'll try to make them interesting. This one may not be interesting to you, especially if you don't create YouTube content or aren't interested in it. But on a regular basis, I'll try to have interesting topics. I will try to have thumbnails and titles that draw you to the interesting topics. I will try to keep the videos to a watchable length. I will try to keep the videos pretty tight when they are edited fairly tightly so that I'm not wasting your time. These are, other than like switching camera views or maybe cutting out where I stutter at the beginning or end or something, these are not edited. These are only edited really to cut in different camera angles. But on edited videos, I will try to not waste your time. I will try to edit as tightly as I can for the video to flow, but also to move along. And I will. I'll try to. I'll try to use. I'll try to choose subject matters that hopefully, if you're anyone like me, if you are a kindred spirit, if you are have the similar interests as I do, that you will that you'll want to watch. That's all I can do. That's all I can do for the algorithm. That's a not much of a sacrifice for the algorithm. That's not much of an offering to the algorithm. And because of that, there is limited growth potential for this channel, or my main channel also. But that's just something that I have to live with, and I've decided that's okay. I can live with that. I would like to find more people, make more friends, make more connections with people who are interested in similar things. But I know that because of the algorithms, that is going to be an uphill journey. But that's fine. I'll just journey uphill then. And if you find this and you're interested, I hope you will subscribe, because that does help. That does also massage the algorithm. I hope you will watch and engage, leave a comment. That also helps. Engagements are part of what make the algorithm happy. And Lord knows, we need to make the computers happy. And in the future, I'm doing a lot of kind of inside baseball videos on content creation. That's not going to be the norm going forward. It's just what's on my mind right now. I will do vlogs on real topics, but right now what is heavily weighing on my mind is the YouTube stuff, how to do the YouTube stuff, the logistics of content creation. And since that's on my mind, that is in my vlog. So more other topics are coming. There is a lot happening in the United States right now, and some of you may be wondering, how can you talk about algorithms when so many other important things are going on, while others may be saying, thank goodness you're talking about algorithms instead of those other things going on. As far as political topics, I will talk about them freely and whenever I feel like it. I have a bachelor's degree in political science. I have a JD, which means I have a law degree. That is not in any way to imply that I am smarter than anybody, because I'm not. I'm just saying that because it means that I have a background and an interest in political topics and legal topics and history in general. So if I'm not ever talking about it, then I'm not talking about topics that are important to me. So there will be political vlogs, there will be political discussions, and that's just if you're expecting me to not talk about politics, then you, well, you don't understand my background. So if you understand my background, then it's obvious. With a personal vlog, though, this is I am spilling my mind out on these videos, and I am showing my life. This is my life and my personality on these videos. And you can disagree, of course. You can not like it. But you can not like it, but to try to influence or push or cajole or pressure me to do anything other than what I want to do is not appropriate. This is my life. It's not just content. This is me living. So I'm not going to change my life, my manner of living, or the things that I talk about for any purpose. I don't give anyone that kind of control over my life, and certainly not anyone in any social media comments section. So I will talk about the topics that I feel like talking about, and if you don't like it, your only recourse is to not watch. That's all I can give you. And the algorithm won't like that. The algorithm won't like that. But comments, disagreements, anger, resentment, chastising, none of those will have any influence on what I do or what I say or how I say it. It's kind of, this channel is kind of a take it or leave it situation. And if you decide to leave it, that's fine. If you decide to take it, then join in the conversation. If you disagree with anything that I say, you're free to say so. I'm also free to ignore it. If you think I should be doing something different, too bad, because I'm not going to. So we will make our small sacrifices for the algorithm, and we will push forward on making things, hopefully, that actual people will find and enjoy. And then I will be back in the future, hopefully with more important topics, not all about content creation. I hope to see you then, and until then, catchphrase.